regular girl from another world. I'm just a regular. Oh, I wonder if I can escape from the. Oh, I wonder if I can. I wonder if I can escape from.
Hey everyone, yep, as you read the title, I'd like to explain what happened. No beating around the bush, no sugarcoating, and no excuses. I'm going to be extremely honest in this video. As you guys can see, the year of World Hope has not really been its year. Not only Chapter 5 was the only chapter this year, but its consistency has took a hit. Now, I won't specify anything about what exactly happened in World of Hope, but I will speak for myself and say where I was in all of this. For starters, I'm sorry for how long Chapter 5 took to make its way here, and for how poor my communication has been for the matter, for both my VA actors and my community. Honestly, we didn't always have this problem back with the beginning of the chapter. Although there is some setbacks when the chapters come along one after another, each setback was more tough each time I worked through the chapters. Editing and drawing each panel is a big part of each chapter, so when one thing doesn't make the cut in time, it will take the chapter longer to come out. I'll go into each problem that went wrong in the process of the chapter, into each category, just to organize each problem into different sections. Once I bring everything out of my chest, I would like to talk about how we can bring World of Hope on the right path, and to keep its momentum that's not perfect, but smooth enough to keep its consistency for the most part. Maybe towards the end, I will share a little gift with you during this time of year. If all of that sounds interesting to you, then I suggest you watch it till the very end, because there's a lot, and who knows, maybe it will interest you. I would appreciate it if you like and subscribe, and share this with your buddies if they may be interested in World of Hope. This is Noob, and it's time to break down the roots of what went wrong and how we can solve it. For the all fans, including myself, this is for you. Let's discuss the creator section, aka my section. I want to discuss about what's going on behind the drawings and the editing of World of Hope. As you guys know, I'm in college, and I know I said this before, but I will say it again. I won't be as consistent as I was before, so I won't make some bullcrap plan that will be unrealistic and bring false hope onto you guys. I know my communication of my work of World of Hope isn't the greatest, and leading a production like this isn't something that's going to be easy. With each setback after another, during these chapter proceedings, I've learned a lot, and as I'm moving forward with my series, I think I made a few fixes that ended up making the chapter flow better each time. However, that isn't the only thing I want to say. My motivation has went down when I went into college, and other factors I won't specifically go over. Drawing and editing and doing the final testing on each chapter is a huge task, but not a problem I can't handle. But I won't lie, I had lost motivation to make it while working on other things alongside, such as edits and videos that I worked on during the past. What doesn't help my case too well is the fact that I felt kinda lost during these past few months, with not just the series but with my channel as a whole, because I want to feel like I'm improving while keeping everything together with my life the best way possible. As with every good thing, it won't always be perfect. So I'm going to try to be more communicative with my work, whether that's edits, videos, or World of Hope, news, and events. Like I said, it might not be perfect, but I'm going to do the best I can to make sure that I can keep everything smooth and keep its momentum the best way I can. Motivation can be lost, but I want to bring it out of the mud and work with it again to kick it back where we left off. That's the goal. By that being said, I am working on Chapter 6 as we speak, and I'd like to give you guys some news about it the more progress I made with it. That will come sooner than you think, so keep an eye out. This chapter and future chapters moving forward are the ones that you don't want to miss out on the news on once it comes out. This chapter I'm working on will be worth the wait, I assure you. Well, that wraps up my section, so let's move on to the next and final section. There's a lot to go here, so I'm going to break this section down the nicest and most honest way possible. Of course I won't specify, but I will talk about the stuff that needs to be addressed. The biggest elephant in the room, I'm going to say, is the line delivery. What do I mean by that? Is really just when some people tend not to bring their lines in on time due to personal matter, and I won't hold that against them. I've been there before, especially with how college is going, but I'm gonna be honest, there's only so much until it turns from a reasonable, thing to an excuse. Now, this is not everyone, far from it, but I like to address what kind of problems happen from when you don't turn in your lines on time. When you don't tell me exactly, or at the very least warn me ahead of time during production, that actually makes the chapters more longer to come out, and it ruins the momentum of the environment surrounding it. Like I said, if it's personal, you don't have to go into the specifics, but just tell me when it feels like it's going to affect the process of our chapters. I don't want anything to come out of left field whenever production has started for the chapters, but if you have a big role, I expect you to communicate more and be 100% sure of the roles you take. Of course, nothing's going to be perfect, and I won't expect unrealistic standards on my staff if I don't give myself that same treatment. That being said, the staff must work with me, and that's where the progress really starts, and how chapters will come sooner than expected. I believe I'm reasonable with the due dates given, but I'll communicate more about the role in details, so the staff will have an easier time understanding the roles they've been given. Whether it's big or small, I expect communication at the very least. This is how we can fix the issue, and I'll work through my issues as well, so together we can make a new stand on the World of Hope. I'll be fair to everyone the best way I can, and provide additional support if needed. What I mean by that is, if you need extra time when your personal stuff cannot work with the due date I give you, most of the time I'll offer this, so don't be afraid to ask. There is more additional stuff I've added to reward my staff, which leads me to my next point. This is how I think we can fix the problem for World of Hope. One, communication can go full circle. As long as we're all on the same page, then it will be easier to plan for future chapters. 2, work ethic. Let's try to work the best we can and balance personal life along with the series production. Of course, it won't be perfect, but we can build a pace that will work best for everyone. Last but not least, variety. This is going to be a struggle due to some staff members quitting on the production, one of them even being a main cast member. Recently, the main voice actor for Dawn is stepping away from voicing him, and honestly, I have no clue on who will voice Dawn moving forward. Minty was a good friend of mine, and it's honestly sad seeing him step down from his role. Hopefully he's doing well, and if he's watching this video, I hope everything's alright with you. I'm gonna need more voice actors, and if you guys want to become a voice actor or any other kind of help for the series, you can join my Discord and shoot me a DM, so you can get a chance to join the staff. Rules and other promotional features has been adjusted and updated, so hopefully this will encourage staff members to continue their good work for the series. And who knows, you will get promoted to each higher rank, or even a new role that will satisfy you. Did I mention rewards that come with it? Each higher reward is given its own task, along with its rewards, once the task is complete. Let me break down each role shortly. The first rank that you can get promoted to is the World of Hope Manager role. Manage the staff with lines coming in on time, and to double make sure there isn't any inappropriate behaviors in the environment of the World of Hope staff. Another rank above the manager is World of Hope Commander. They check up on the manager every now and then to see if they're doing their job, and they give out sneak peeks on future chapters and the newest pages of Faith's notebook. Last but not least, we have the World of Hope Emperor rank. There will be 4 emperors, the ones that their words is the second deciding factor for decisions for the series. They can make ideas for new characters, events, and more importantly, new staff rules to help around the environment of the staff members. They have special perks, like they get to see more within the Calamity Empire Discord server. They get to have their own special access to the most important sneak peeks of World of Hope. Pretty much like a second opinion on how things are going with the chapter I'm making, so everything turns out smoothly. Each of these 3 ranks are different from each other, and it goes from manager all the way to the top, the Emperors. No matter the role, you can get rewarded by a nice sneak peek or a new page from Faith's notebook. Ooh. If that sounds interesting to you, here's how you can get promoted. There are 2 ways to get promoted. 1, if an emperor thinks that you should be a rank higher, and if I agree, you can get promoted. The second way is if I believe you are capable of a role higher than what you have now, then I'll give you a promotion. As to every promotion system, there will be a demotion. If your services isn't aligning with your rank, here's what it looks like when you get promoted, and here's what it looks like when you get demoted. There are rules that will help you shape in within the environment, so just make sure to follow them accordingly. If you want to get a chance to become a staff member today, just join my Discord server. The link will be in the description. Also, there is a new site that is coming soon, and it was made by my good old friend Covenhead. It's called the Dawn Internship, and it's still work in progress by the time I'm making this video. It's there to either help recruit people to become a voice actor, comic artist, or music producer. The applications will have its own questions made by me. By all that being said, that is how we're going to fix the main issues within the series. If you guys have any questions about how all of this works, let me know down in the comments below. I know this was quite a serious video compared to my other videos, but I want to make this series do well along with everything else on my channel. Nothing makes me more happier than to satisfy my community and give them a comic series to enjoy. If you listen to everything I have said, thank you for your time. I know this year wasn't the greatest year for World of Hope, but let's make next year a year we will never forget, with not just the memories with this series, but with our community as a whole. I wish everyone a happy, jolly good show today, if you know the reference you know, and a Merry Christmas. Until next time. Ho, ho, ho. You guys really didn't think I was going to forget that sneak peek, did you? Also, thank you guys so much for the milestone lately. I really appreciate that so much. We're going to continue to grind strong next year. Just you wait. I appreciate all the love and support. Thank you. I can say that's a good Christmas gift for me this year. Just end the video.